Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Not watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Paxson with the ball. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Jazz. Foster is out there with Malone. Then there's Hornacek. Then it's Stockton. And it's Keefe in at the 3 slot. To the paint. Grant kicks to Jordan. Cartwright the pass to Paxson. Pippen with it. Picked up by Stockton. Hornacek with the steal. Here is Keefe. Malone outside. Three-pointer from Stockton. The rebound by Pippen.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game because that just settles you down a little bit.
Hornacek for 3. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Pippen dishes to Grant. Jordan the pass to Cartwright. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. He feeds it to Jordan. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Jordan's got his first 2 points of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
That's good from Malone on the assist by Hornacek.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
On defense, Utah. Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
So it's the Jazz now. 4-point game. Here's Malone. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Malone's got his second bucket of the night.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
To the middle. Here's Grant. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Malone. Here's Hornacek. Banked in off the glass. Hornacek's got his first points of the game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. It's Pippen on the way. Offensive rebound and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
For the Jazz, Greg Ostertag, he's checked in for Foster. And it's Anderson in for Keefe. So he comes up empty, missing both. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Chicago trailing here. Grant outside. Down low. Here's Cartwright. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
A nice shot by Hornacek.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
The shot's good from Paxson.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Stockton against Paxson.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. Livingston comes in for Horace Grant. Hodges checked in for Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson. Carr, he's checked in for Utah. Isley comes in for Hornacek. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 1. Hodges the pass to Livingston. There's the feed to Armstrong. Jordan kicks to Armstrong. There's the pass to Livingston. He dishes it to Armstrong. And here's Jordan outside. It's rebounded by Carr. 1:53 left in the first quarter. And Stockton, here we go. Ostertag gets the bucket.
That's his 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
So it's Chicago now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Outside Jordan, feeds it to Armstrong. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. And the foul goes against Chicago. They swipe it.
Cross-court passes are high-risk passes.
Here's Armstrong. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And he can't hit the second.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
A nice shot by Stockton.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
58 seconds left in the first. Goes up the baseline. Offensive rebound. Picked his pocket. Here's Jordan. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago ball. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 1. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's Jordan on the wing. Pass to Hodges. Here's Livingston. Inside, here's Armstrong. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Armstrong's got his second basket of the game.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Passes it to Livingston. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Armstrong. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Bulls leading by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the... Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Keefe. Anderson is out there with Hornacek. Then there's Foster, and it's Malone in at the power forward. And that one's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Keefe passes to Malone. Anderson outside from the arc, and he gets it to go. Chicago leading. Pass to Armstrong. Hits Pippen on the wing. He tries for three. Rebound, Utah. Anderson can't get it to go.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for Chicago.
Bill Cartwright.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Armstrong passes to Cartwright. Dishes it to Pippen. Right wing, shot clock at 6. Hornacek outside. To the inside, Foster. Hangs in the air. It's deflected, and they get it back. Malone gets the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Pippen dishes to Armstrong. Pippen kicks to Grant. Inside, Pippen, the pass to Armstrong. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the Jazz with some changes. Ostertag comes in for Foster. And Stockton subbed in for Keefe. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. From about 19 feet. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Stockton's shot is good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Chicago trailing here. Up top, Pippen. Defended by Anderson. To end the run, it's deflected. Here's Cartwright. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Karl Malone again. Malone's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Bulls trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Paxson against Anderson. Malone with the steal. The pass to Ostertag. Back to Malone. Nice ball movement by Utah. And here's Anderson from the arc. And that's collected by Grant. And Chicago has possession. Here's Cartwright. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Livingston comes in for Grant. Jordan, he's checked in for Armstrong. And Hodges subbed in for John Paxson. And yes, sir, that one drops. Pippen's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
MJ finding his man right there.
Stockton passes to Isley. A three from Anderson. Purdue with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
It's stolen. And here we go, the Bulls fast break, and Pippen slams it in.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Isley, good.
For three. Timeout for the Bulls.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Foster's checked in for Utah. Keith comes in for Anderson. Here's Pippen. 10 points for him. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Hodges the pass to Livingston. Pippen dishes to Jordan. The shot is off. Now the Jazz take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Stockton. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
For Utah, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And Stockton drops them both.
Excellent night for Stockton. He's got 8 points and 4 assists as well.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
Isley, good.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Pass to Hodges. Outside Pippen. Here's Livingston. Guarded by Keith. Purdue the screen. Here's Jordan. Jordan with another miss. Malone passes to Isley. Great D that time from Jordan.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Jazz lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Scottie Pippen, he's really been playing well.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
That'll be a 5-second call.
4 turnovers for him now in the quarter, Kevin, and he just isn't taking care of the ball out there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Young fella is a walking turnover right now. Just far too sloppy in this quarter.
Bulls trail by 3. Pippen is out there with Grant. That's John Paxson. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Cartwright in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Pippen, and he makes good on the layup. Pippen's got the first points of the second half here for the Bulls.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Rob. One-on-one here. Rebound, Utah.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
No good. So Utah will take it the other way. 3-on-3. Here's Keith. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And again, no good by Chicago.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And that one's good. And it's a 5-point Utah lead.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Jordan kicks to Pippen, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Just been really inefficient. 5 turnovers. You know, it's as if he's playing for the other team.
Armstrong's checked in for Scottie Pippen. Utah also making some changes. Ostertag's checked in for Foster. And it's Anderson in for Keith. And it's Ostertag with the jam.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Jordan against Anderson. But they get it back. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Scott Williams.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Stockton passes to Ostertag. The open shot, Stockton, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain
him. Bulls trail by 10. Jordan dishes to Williams. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Ostertag.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The dish to Armstrong. Bulls moving the ball around. Jordan. The Bulls keep it alive. Kicks to Armstrong. And Jordan has it in the corner. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
To halt the run, and the layup is up and in. Jordan's got 8 points. Here's Stockton. He's got 10. To the left wing. Anderson passes to Ostertag, and stolen by Jordan. To the paint, here's Paxson, and the layup's good off the glass. Paxson's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Purdue, he's checked in for Chicago. And Utah also making a switch. Isley's checked in for John Stockton. A nice shot by Hornacek.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Paxson kicks to Grant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
A nice shot by Hornacek.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
And they double up Jordan. Malone with the steal. It's Anderson with the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. Anderson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Jazz?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Out to the wing. Grant, right side. He kicks to Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Paxson kicks to Armstrong. Passes it to Isley. Up top, Malone. Here's Ostertag. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Gibbons checked in for John Paxson. The Jazz also changing it up. Foster comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Keefe in for Anderson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And again, no good by Chicago.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
All right, go.
Bulls trail by 14. The drive by Jordan. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Livingston, he knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA replay center.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Jazz leading by 12. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got Ostertag. Stockton is out there with Hornacek. Then there's Foster. And it's Keefe in at the three.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Hornacek passes to Keefe. Back to Hornacek. Shot from 12. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Bulls fast break.
Chicago timeout call.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And here's Jordan outside. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Hornacek. Jazz leading by 14. Pass to Ostertag. The Jazz working the ball around now. Keefe missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Pippen. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
So for the Bulls, Grant comes in for Livingston, and it's Paxson in for Armstrong. Karl Malone's checked in for Utah. Paxson passes to Cartwright. Grant kicks to Jordan. Grant dishes to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paxson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Bulls, John Paxson. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Paxson. And he makes both free throws. Here's Stockton. Kicks it out to Hornacek. This one for 3. Rebound by Pippen. Pippen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Jordan. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Jazz leading by 10. Hornacek outside. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart. Been a stellar outing in this one for Hornacek. He has 15 points and 1 steal. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
Truly, they have no answer for him at all.
Jordan the pass to Pippen. Keith grabs the miss.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Down low. Cartwright the pass to Grant. Misses from close range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
That's his first personal foul. The Jazz with the timeout.
And the Jazz call time here. It's stolen. To the middle. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Pippen. 14 points for Jordan.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Grant leading the charge.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Utah leading by 11. And here's Hornacek. He feeds it to Foster.
Bulls foul. Horace Grant. That's his second personal foul.
Malone kicks to Hornacek. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Chicago calls timeout. Bulls trail by 13. And Brent now top of the key. Paxson kicks to Grant. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Pippen for three, and it's Foster with the rebound. Foster's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Not a lot of time left for the Bulls in this one. Outside Jordan. Right at the free throw line. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for your Bulls, Bill Cartwright.
And that one misses.
2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Jazz leading by 13. Inside, here's Hornacek. Good work defensively by Pippen. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. No good from Jordan.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just the take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
Cartwright gets the bucket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And Utah making a change here. Ostertag's checked in. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Kept alive. Outside Pippen. Jordan dishes to Pippen. Again, the miss by Pippen.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
And stolen by Jordan. Moving it up. The shot's good from Paxson.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Hornacek for three. Another miss by Utah.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jazz.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Then for the Jazz, Carr, he's checked in for Malone. Anderson comes in for Jeff Hornacek. And Isley subbed in for Stockton. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Livingston, and it's blocked. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Isley, good. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna happen. That chance has long since passed of them getting back into this one. Forget about it.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Hodges. Here's Purdue. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Keith, the rebound by Johnson. To the inside, Livingston. Utah with the rebound. And so it's Utah with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound.